La 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 la. Ba, da, ba, da, Good that you're watching to the weekly reset stream of Assassin's Creed Shadows, where we look at the weekly items that are for sale. Last week we of course got the futuristic arrival, the gun from the far future set for Yasuke. I'm really curious if we will see another thing. Like, we've not seen any of the items from that far future set for Naue yet. Probably because those are more popular. Like, of course, when I think of the exchange, I always think of, like, it's not random, obviously. It's not random. It is, like, Ubisoft is selecting, I think. Or at least they're holding some items back that are the most popular. And they, of course, by adding these items to the exchange, also hope that people are like, whoa, I already have a few items. The Helix pack is discounted. I'm now gonna get it. That's, of course, part of the strategy. So, but still, I think overall, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments or in the chat here, I think the system has been pretty generous overall. And of course, not having any set bonuses and stuff like that is great too. So if you find an outfit piece, you can immediately use it. And I'm really curious with, of course, Black Flag Remake rumored to launch before April. Will there be a weekly thing for that too? Will there be an exchange? I do think they're gonna add Helix packs to that game. But we will see. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. This is 2 new items that we did not have before. Yeah, that's very bad. Of course, always the freaking deluxe edition items. Whoa. Oh my god. This dragon is all bark, no bite. A dragon tree. What the... Rappy wappy. I'm gonna get that. If you watch the Simon, or the interview with Simon I did, then you of course know that he and potentially other people in the Shadows team are not a fan of my hideout. So I'm gonna upgrade it a bit. Still not great though. The recovered armor, I'm not sure if we had before. Guardian Bird says, sick of remakes, give me Hexay. Well, I don't think that because of Hexay... or because of the remakes, we will not see Hexay. Like, I don't think it's impacting that game at all. So, you should not worry about that, basically. Let's quickly go to the hideout because we want to see the dragon tree. Oh no, what am I doing? I don't know. My cursor moved. Seek says nothing impressive. I mean, the fox mount is pretty cool. How concrete is that rumor? I mean, it's a rumor. Like, the game has been rated by the ESRB. And the ESRB is not a company that is pulling stuff out of their ass. Like, it's happened. And Ubisoft says they have an unannounced title before April. So that's 1 + 1. They have a domain name. They posted the Black Flag soundtrack out of nowhere. Like, it's happening. It's gonna happen. But we of course have to wait and see for when the announcement will be. Pepsi Cola, good to see you as well. And Severus, good to see you too. The perk on the Naue gear looks very good. Let's try it out, shall we? So here's my beautiful hideout. Good to be back. Let's see, where's the dragon tree? Let's see. Where is my dragon tree? Oh, it's here. Brrr. What the heck is this? It's pretty big. Are we gonna put it in the middle? I do think this could actually elevate my hideout quite a bit by having the dragon tree in the middle here. Oh, I put it... Whoa, what the... I mean... It's pretty big. So yeah, this one is in the daily selection. Whoa. I never saw this one before. I've never like really cared for all the post-launch hideout packs they added, and they kind of stopped with them as well. So I've probably nobody bought them. That always happens. Like with Valhalla, that was the case as well. They first were having like all the ship pack and settlement pack, and then after a while they were like, yeah, okay, only weapon and outfit packs, because I don't think anyone bought the statues and stuff. Okay, we're gonna switch to Naue because all the other items are actually interesting for Naue. There is one. Let's see. Yeah, it's the mount and the recovered thing. Like the blade of focus and courage. Don't waste your keys, of course, on that. I do think it's like a unique color, at least for the Naginata. But yeah, the perk is of course very bad. Let's see if I can quickly showcase it here. This is it. Or is it the Relentless? No, that's not the one. Do I have to like scroll all the way up to find it? Ooh, that tree is awesome. I agree. Any rumors on the next Far Cry? I mean, there have been rumors. I still like this one, but again, I think it's like a blue, a unique colored. But there are a cooler one. I still love this one. Still love that one, but of course we're rocking the easy one. So yeah, let's switch to Naue and use that recovered outfit so we can heal over time by not using any adrenaline. That is actually very good for Yasuke with the Blade of Yumminess. I think he has a similar outfit with the same perk as well. So if we go to this and let's put it on. We're gonna put it on this outfit because I of course have the recovered hood, which is one of the best outfits or best headpieces. And let's equip the where is it? It's all the way down. Black Flag remake definitely happening. Yeah, Jay Assassin. Bro, you need to check the latest Prince of Persia Sands of Time leak. Gaming Network. Yeah, I've been paying attention. So for people who don't know, I think it looks kind of awesome too. Are we allowed to still wear Christmas hats? I don't think we are, right? So before anyone, okay. Whoa, oh, to be fair, it is a pretty good, pretty cool combination as we got here. That is awesome. I think it looks awesome too. I do think you have the you leave behind these golden steps. Like, I wish that we could turn off some of the helix pack effects, but I think this one is actually very cool, being able to walk around, have the yellow marks here. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure if this outfit was in the exchange before. Maybe someone knows. But yeah, for people who don't know, the Prince of Persia leak is that there is a domain, Prince of Persia Sands of Time .com, and an account has been keeping track of all the items that have been added, or like files and images and stuff. And the most recent image, according to that Twitter account, is the fact that they uploaded an image that basically says that it would that the game would be out tomorrow. So basically, it will be announced today, and then, like a splash art would say, it's coming out tomorrow. Again, I think we would have heard anything by now about that, but we will see. We will see what happens. We will see what happens. They did not add a Christmas hat. Of course they did. Of course they did. Hey, Skata. Skata, you're not able to stream yourself.
Course.
Hey, Blaze Flame. Good that you're always finding me. Hope you're doing well. Do you think it was a smart move by Ubisoft to make each Assassin's Creed title stand alone and dropping the numbering as well? Doesn't doing both alternate some of the fans? No, I mean, I think it's... I mean, people seem to forget that Black Flag was called Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. But everyone calls it Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I think it was smart of them because... you can, like, that's, I think, a big part of why Assassin's Creed works a lot. And other big franchises too. And why, for example, I foresee some issues with Horizon 3. Like, every Assassin's Creed game can be your first. It can be a jumping in point. And having a number like that's what hurt Final Fantasy. Seeing Final Fantasy 16, even though if you just like do some research, you would know that you don't have to like play the other games. But if you see Final Fantasy 16, it already feels like, okay, I skip this franchise and I'm good. I'm not gonna play 15 games before I'm gonna play this game. So obviously, that's not working for them. And then combine that with the fact that they are doing Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2. You're like, what? For the regular consumer, that's very confusing. So, no, I think it's very smart that they drop the numbering. And, yeah, make every Assassin's Creed standalone. I see a lot of people say, oh, I want the Bayek sequel and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. I like these characters too. But you have to remember that when they did that for Ezio, times were different. They were able to release a new game every year. And that is just not possible anymore. And I think that's the only way you can do it. Now with Horizon 3, by the time that comes out, it will be 2029. Something like that. Like you're asking people to first play a game from 2017, then play a game from 2021, and then wait till 2029 for that story to continue. And like Horizon 3 will not be a great starting point, and they will sure try with like the tutorial and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it feels like you're kind of missing out, and that's why I think, for example, the Fallouts and all that, like that works. It works. Okay, so let's see how much, like, hey, finally. Okay, let's see how fast, you see it in the bottom left. I'm getting health back, and it's going pretty fast, actually. As long as I don't use any abilities, I'm getting the health back. Like, before you know it, I'm full health again. I think this is a very good outfit. Okay, it stopped. Okay, it only goes to like 90% or something. Odyssey will be very special to me. Again, did some time magic. Need a nap. I'm gonna be awake for 24 hours again. Oh, good luck, man. Yeah, I get that. I will not be able to do the reset next week. So for people, will you be able to do it next week? Because then I can already say right now, yo guys, follow Skata and watch his reset next week if you want to see the items. We're just one-shotting everyone. It's nightmare mode. I don't care. I don't think I'm playing on nightmare mode. Ooh, I'm caught because I was testing the weapon. Yeah, I'm not on nightmare mode, I think. Sorry about that. Oh. Health back is pretty solid when low health. Oh yeah. Yeah, health back is solid. Like, feels like kind of similar to the amount of health back you get when in a smoke bomb. So I think it's pretty good. We have to showcase one thing though. Yeah, we're not on. We have to showcase one thing though. And that is the Fox. All Final Fantasy games are standalone. Final Fantasy is not connected to the other games. Thomas, that's what I mean. That was my exact point. But people don't know that. Final Fantasy 16 was my game of the year. The year it came out. Was that 2023? I love that game. But no, my point is that people don't understand it if you're not like fully in the know. So then a number behind the title is not helping. That was my point basically. Ooh, shout. Yeah, playing to the reset next week. All three of them. Nice, Skata. So if you're curious about the items next week, I might do it on later on. I don't think I will be able to do it next week. I will be gonzo. Oh wow, the corrupted castles are back. By the way, I know some people were like, "Ooh, they removed the corrupted castles from the list." No, it's back. Why did they make traversing the map so difficult? Ride around in circles to get something right in front of you. Yeah, I think in Shadows they kind of went. They really focused on trying to recreate Japan as realistic as possible. Not, and as possible, of course, like it's not that realistic at all, but like one of the things is that there are a lot of mountains in Japan. And yeah, it's kind of hard to traverse, and they made the choice that you cannot climb everything anymore. Because, yeah, that's... I do like that, I do like that. Okay, it has to have some handholds for me to actually climb that mountain. But yeah, that does mean that traversing the map can be a huge pain in this game. I was reminded by that, especially when doing all the Izu doors and stuff. Or the Izu door, like getting all the Izu things.
If I'm seen, I'll have to fight
I know.
my way
I thought
out.
they were continuation series, so thanks for that knowledge. Yeah, exactly. When are we moving on from the Shadows reset streams? When one Black Flag reset streams, if that's ever happening. Well, I'll take. I would love that too. Yeah, I might be the only person who's like really curious about the implementation of Black Flag into the Animus Hub. I really can't wait to see that. Goodbye, guys. I'm just very curious about that. Hey, Indo Assassin, appreciate you. I was hoping we would get an iteration of Assassin recruits with the league, like the recruits we had in 3. Yeah. Yeah, the whole scout system is just like a UI thing. It's kind of disappointing, especially because in the cinematic trailer, the first one, they actually show the character in the world giving you a thing. Like, would be cool if... Like, I'm really curious what they're gonna do with the co-op mode, with that should be called League. If that will like have some extra. If that will have some new characters, or I hope it's not the companions. Skata, yes, I just bought the daily tree. I will show it. I just showcased it already. The mounts are cheat for climbing, just sits zigzag up. I still have issues with that, and there are some where you just cannot zigzag up. But here, I got the tree. It's worth the keys, Skata. It's worth the keys. Look at this. Like overlooking. I do think I want to turn it around though, but it's kind of crazy, as you can see. Kind of crazy. It's as big, or might even be big. No, it is as big, I think, as the Attack on Titan thing. And the crazy part is you can put multiple down. Like, you can make a forest out of these dragon trees. Folks, I would love to explore the map just like Red Dead Redemption 2 or Witcher 3, just free roam, but it is tough. I keep avoiding it. Yeah, you gotta keep to the road. Oh, also got it. Awesome. I also heard that when you aim, especially as Yasuke, you can cheat the game and climb easier. Really? I should try that. Random question, what games are you excited for in 2026? Actually, I answered that question in the React stream as well recently. So, Crimson Desert is on the list as a big game. That, of course, still is planned for March, but it's so quiet. I don't know, we should hear something in the next couple weeks. Like, if we don't hear anything in January, I don't see this game coming out in March. But that's a big one. Of course, the Black Flag remake should be after that, so I'm really curious about that. That's the rumor for right now. Like, this mount is now for sale. And it's like, this fox is chilling, getting a shower. Although it should be a painful shower because I think it's a fuse or something. But if you still want to celebrate the new year, get this mount, I would say. Let's ride around so you can see it in action as well. And what else? 007 First Light, Phantom Blade Zero is very up on that list as well. Marvel's Wolverine. Yeah, there are quite some big games that I can't wait for, and those will also be covered on the channel, of course. Like, this is, I think, the best example of why we want to be able to turn off the visual effects for Helix items, because you hear it too. It's quite annoying. It's quite freaking annoying. It's on fire. Let's see if we can like auto run. Pathfinder on. Let's follow road. What the fuck is that fox? It's a tiny bit smaller than the... Okay. Any idea when the new roadmap video might be coming? Discourage man. I will of course keep you posted here, but I personally think either the end of January, early February, but it's kind of hard to predict because they already said that things are going to be different this time around with the year 2. They will have less updates, but when they drop an update, it should be a bigger one. It should be the update we had with the Isu content, so the November update and then more. So that's pretty cool. They already did a Helix pack in January, and I think if they had an update in January, they would not have done that. So that makes me think there's no update in January, even if we hit that 5-week. Like, I think we will go at least 6 weeks without an update easily. So personally, I would say we probably get the roadmap video mid-February and then maybe the update as well. But there are rumors that it will have crossover content for Black Flag. So I'm curious, like, what if the Black Flag remake, like yesterday I read an article from Tom Henderson that I touched on on this channel, the Black Flag video that I did about the remake leaks. And there it was said that the remake should have been announced, like the idea was in January. So maybe that got pushed, or we don't know, like maybe it can still happen. But it does seem that Shadows will have some sort of crossover mission and a pirate pack. So a Helix pack for Naue and Yasuke. I think it's smart of them to, of course, use Shadows to promote Black Flag. So, like, I'm not sure if maybe that update will be pushed if the Black Flag reveal got changed too. We will see. Edward Kenway Outbid project. I don't know if that would fit. I don't know if that would fit Yasuke really well. Although it would be cool for Naue, of course. They definitely have the ships that look from Black Flag. Yeah, the Portuguese ships. Yeah. But dual swords break immersion. Yeah. I hope there will be a big change in the 1.1.8 update. The cutting motion of Naue. What do you mean? Like cutting bamboo or something? Japanese pirates would be cool, oh for sure. I mean, if you watch Shogun, I'm not sure if you did, but that's one of the best TV shows in recent years. There we had basically pirates, the Portuguese, like coming here to Japan, and they were basically pirates. So it does fit. It does fit, and of course the ships being here. They use all their creativity for Helix packs, which they could be using for their storylines. I don't know, I think it's a different set of skills. But yeah, they do use a lot of their creativity, especially in terms of perks and RPG elements for the Helix packs, which is kind of sad. Dismembering finishers ain't working. Oh, okay. Didn't know that. So that's probably what you mean. Thanks, Kata, for knowing. I didn't know. I never have that on because even though I know people get away with it in YouTube videos, I never had that luck. Like when I post a video where Naue cuts a head off or something, instantly demonetized. So I'm not gonna risk that. Shogun on Disney Plus, incredible for sure. I was shocked at how much gore they were allowed, considering it's Disney. Well, it is like Disney, but it's not Disney, right? It's the Star. They bought like Star and added that to Disney Plus. So I don't think it's like a Disney production, but they just like bought the network that got that. So that's probably why. We also have the Cassandra story coming. Yeah, there's a lot of content coming in 2026. When we will get a PvE Assassin's Creed game, like a co-op PvE game, there's still like a rumored game Raid. So yeah, they are working on something, but I think the co-op mode for Shadows will be very interesting and might be a test bed for whatever big multiplayer game they're working on. But of course, the first multiplayer game we should get is more like a party game, like a Fall Guys style round-based game. I still don't know who's that for, but I might be wrong. Maybe that's like gonna be very, very fun. Hey, Saber Knight. So yeah, I think I covered. The sad part is I have no freaking corrupted castles because yeah, I already did them, so I can't really do that mission. We can do a oak. Let's get the oak wood from one of the contracts. Let's see if there's like a contract that has it. This one. I always like, is that oak wood? I don't think that's oak wood. That's like regular wood or whatever. It's like, I'm always confused. Okay, no, that is oak wood. Okay, so we can just do this one. Because you of course also have the wood for the... Oh, that should be enough actually. We of course also have the wood for the hideout. Surely you will cover GTA 6, of course. YouTube seriously can expect all games to stream to be cozy. No. I mean, it's not really YouTube. It's mostly advertisers that just don't want anything to do with, like, cutting off limbs and blood. So, yeah. Like YouTube, I don't think cares. But they do care getting an email from one of their biggest advertisers being like, why are our ads for this Disney TV show playing in a for a video where like limbs are flying around left and right? We don't want that. We're cutting all our budget, etc. That would be, of course, what Google doesn't want. So, will we get an announcement this month for the Black Flag remake, Indo Assassin? I think it's very hard to predict. Could happen, but it also could not happen. Like, things have changed a lot in recent years in terms of like when games get announced. Well, one big thing that we're really seeing is that the attention span of everyone has been reduced significantly. Every week there's a new hotness, and it doesn't really make sense to spend a lot of money. It could actually backfire these days to spend a lot of money on announcing a game, and then yeah, okay, we got the mission as well. And then have it launch a few months later. Like, people live in the here and now way more, which is, I guess, positive. But basically, they want things now because that is what people are now trained. There's so much entertainment right now. If you see a trailer for a Netflix show, it's coming out 2 weeks later or something like that. Like, we are not really trained apart from like the big things like a GTA and whatever. That we have to wait very long for something, and only a few things can get away with that. You also, it could totally be that the first time someone sees your product, like an entertainment release, like a game, is also the final time they see it. So if, for example, someone is excited for Black Flag Remake, and they have not played a game in a long time, because Black Flag, the remake, like, I really think, and I hope for Ubisoft as well, like I want them to do well, obviously, because that means we get more games from them, that they can reach a bigger audience than what they've seen with Shadows. And like, Shadows have done fine, but it has not done the levels of a Valhalla or an Odyssey, I would argue, or even maybe Origins, I think, in terms of like reaching a bigger mainstream audience. So if they have a Black Flag announcement and then they say, yo, it's out in 3 months, then you might lose the person that just saw that trailer or whatever. Like, I don't think you can expect people to put that in their calendar again. And then, so basically you want, when you reach a certain audience, you want something to be available immediately, or I do think they lose interest. So we could see that being applied to games these days as well. And maybe Ubisoft is implementing that for Black Flag 2. They're like, people already know what Black Flag is. You don't have to explain a lot. People love Black Flag. Oh, it looks better. I'm in. So, and then maybe, like, for example, what happened with Shadows. Because the post-launch was so long, people could, like, Ubisoft lost control of the message for the game. And people ran with it. And the moment the game came out, we figured out, okay, all that all the nonsense about all the things that people were talking about, all these grifters, is bullshit. But Ubisoft, like, the moment the game came out, so if you decrease that window, if you announce the game, have it out 2 months later, then you can have a very detailed marketing campaign. Every week we're gonna show something new. We're way more controlled. Boom, the game is out before you know it. And I think that these days just works way better. People live in their For You page, and whatever is in there, that's what they care about. So I really think that only a few games can get away with having this really high anticipation. So again, like what is the benefit of them announcing the Black Flag remake now if it won't be out till the end of March? So that is kind of where I'm coming from. But thanks everyone for watching here. Hope you had a great time. Yeah, I covered all the items, of course. I think the chest in particular is worth getting if you're curious about that. The dragon armor looks cool too. I already answered about the roadmap. We will see. I'll of course be the first to tell you here. It might be the end of January. Maybe they will wait till February. But it will likely be a week before the next update drops. So I think mid-February makes more sense. But it's hard to predict because year 2 will be a bit different than year 1. Normally we could say, okay, it's gonna be... Okay, the next update will be 6 weeks, max. So we got the most recent update December 16th, right? Let's see. Yeah, December 16th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then we would get an update by the end of January. That would be 6 weeks. That would normally make sense. And even the most recent updates, we got them in 3 weeks apart or 4 weeks. But yeah, let's say they did like a 6-week schedule. Then next week we would get the update. Or next week we would get the roadmap video the week after the update. But I don't think that will happen. I think they will take longer. So, no, I think it's going to be mid-February likely. Thanks everyone for joining. Hope you had a great time. Totally check out Skata next week for the weekly reset because I will not be here, sadly. But of course we'll pick it up the week after. So look forward to that. Thanks Darklaw for being here as well. Just seeing you there in the chat as well. And yeah, I will see you all next Wednesday for the weekly